Hey guys, Phil Baumhart here. So in the last video I did, you saw me making the bear Bowie knife for the feature film Jack London's Son of the Wolf. And so for today's video, I am going to be making the companion Bowie, which I am calling the Wolf Bowie, because this is the knife that's carried by the main character, Jack McKenzie, aka the Malamute Kid. And when he goes to the Indian village, he is referred to as the Son of the Wolf, because white men in that Jack London story are referred to as the Son of the Wolf, and the Native Americans are called the Son of the Raven. But anyways, this is the Wolf Bowie, and this started out life as a piece of mild steel, that same mild piece of steel I used for the bear Bowie. Looked kind of like this, and I was having some camera difficulties that day, so I wasn't able to get the footage of me doing the preform on it, where basically I'm just chiseling off this top corner of the piece of flat stock. So once I cut that down, I'm gently hammering on this side that's going to be the edge, and that's how you get the clip point for your Bowie knives. So that's how the Bowie knives are forged. So not too much forging on this one, just basically the tip and then the hilt as well I forged out of a piece of rebar. But without further ado, we'll show you how I made this little knife. It's actually kind of a big knife. So I nailed this back half of the knife, the tang area, and I've got it drawn out so we have a ricasso there, then a little step down on either side, so that way I'll be able to fit a guard onto this. So before I get to cutting on this with the hacksaw, I'm going to try drilling a hole at these 90-degree angles where the two lines of steel intersect, so that way it'll be a little bit smoother termination point. Okay, so you can see what the tang is looking like there. I got some little jagged corners and edges and stuff like that from the hacksaw, so I'm gonna start just cleaning it all up on the bench grinder. Okay, so I got the tang all polished up, looking good. I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip now. Clean up that little area there. So now for the guard of the knife, I've got this slug of rebar. I want to see if I can flatten this out, put a hole in it, and make it into the hilt of the knife. Okay, so here's what the guard is looking like. I'm just going to take my little files here and see if I can open up that hole a bit more. So I got to be able to get my tang of the knife into here. But if I can get that to fit, should look pretty good, I think. Alright, here we go. Fits up real nice. So I've got my oak flooring here, got a pattern of the handle drawn out there. I'm going for a coffin shape style handle. So I'm going to start cutting this out. So now I got the two pieces clamped together, and I'm just going to go through and start evening it all up to itself. Okay, so I've got the tang drawn out on the inside of one of my handle slabs here, so I'm going to cut this one out first, and then I'll have that lined up, and then I'll be able to line up the next one so it'll fit out there evenly. Okay, so I've got the tang set into my handle. That's what it'll look like from the outside. So now I'm going to drill through the handle holes there and get my tang holes drilled out. Okay, so I got those handles fit up. So we'll get those on there and kind of do a final final sanding on the handle slabs here. So I'm going to do a little braided copper inlay at the hilt of the knife here, just to kind of lock that hilt in. There's a little bit of rattle. It's not a big deal, but I just kind of want to eliminate that. So step one, I'm going to braid up the copper. Make sure that's all snug up underneath the hilt there. Okay, so here's what the knife looks like after that stain on there is dried. Coat of linseed on there as well. And so the director really likes to look at this knife, which is awesome. But he just wants the handle to stretch a little bit more, make it look a little more worn and used. So I'm going to show you some of the tricks that I use for making wood look aged like that. So first thing I'm going to do here is just with my sandpaper, I'm going to take down some of the edges here. You know, because if you've got a tool with those kind of hard edges, you know that those get wear first. And so the way that this knife is going to be carried is going to be on the outside of a backpack, so it can take some kind of wear and tear on the outside here. So we'll kind of take that down a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I got some birch oil here, and not too much, just a little bit here. I'm going to get this birch oil on here, just to kind of darken it up. So we got some birch oil on here, and so now I always save my empty charcoal bag. I'm going to put some charcoal dust onto that handle just to kind of get some kind of darker dirt and dust kind of ingrained in that. And then I think just for good measure, I'm going to put some linseed oil on here. Hopefully that'll just sort of help blend it all in. Alright, so here's what the finished knife looks like. There's the distressed handle after I was done, so it's a little bit darker here. It gets lighter in the middle, like it was worn and held a lot. I put some fake scratches on there. I mean, they're real scratches, but you know, they weren't or naturally I put them on there just to kind of make it look like this knife had been battered around a little bit. Not too much on this side, but yeah, real happy with the way this one turned out. Nice comfortable feel. Took inspiration from a lot of historical Bowies. It's a really interesting subject matter to get into, and you know, all the different legends and knife fighting techniques and stuff like that, which I won't be able to get into on this video. So today's going to be kind of the first use of this knife for the film Son of the Wolf. I'm going out to the shoot right now, so I just wanted to shoot this little video just in case this knife stays with the production. I wanted to make sure I got you guys a look at it. And so the way that this thing is going to be used in the movie is on this backpack. This is a pack that I made as well. It's waxed canvas, and I've got some rolled up wool blankets there as bed rolls. And so the character's going to be traveling for a good portion of the movie, and he needs this knife at the end because there is a knife fight at the end. And so I figured the easiest way for him to carry this is on the pack itself, because it is a large knife. So rather than on the belt, since he's wearing this pack anyways, we just lash to the pack here. And then on this side I've got a cold steel tomahawk. You might recognize this handle from the Norse hawk I made for Sons of Romans. So that's doing double duty there. So the main character is kind of a quintessential Jack London hero, so I want him to have kind of your classic American Bowie knife. The film is set in 1899, so a little late for the Bowie, but not impossible either. The character is supposed to be a veteran of the Spanish-American War, and troops did carry that apparently, so I feel it's justified. And so at the end of the film there's going to be a knife fight, and then the other character, who happens to be a Native American, is going to be using that other Bowie knife that I made in an earlier film. I plan on doing some more Bowies in the future, ones that are real knives instead of just the ones like this out of the mild steel. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And if you want to find out more about the Son of the Wolf film, there's a Facebook page called Jack London Son of the Wolf. Go ahead and like that, you'll get updates on the film. And then I've also got a Facebook page called Blackheart Forge, so you can follow that, and you'll get to see kind of the latest and greatest of what I'm making and putting out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be more Viking.